Thank you for being here, dude.
Thank you for asking me.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you very much for obviously travelling as well. You're not exactly local, are you?
No, not exactly. 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours, not too bad travelling from Wales. I mean, we already spoke about all this anyway, but you're in Birmingham for a couple of days now anyway.
Yeah, I'm guesting tomorrow at Chapters.
Yeah. You got yourself booked in with plenty of clients there?
Yeah, I got 2 clients. I'm doing 3 patches.
Patches, right, okay. Let's just get straight to it then, shall we? Because I wanted to talk to you about this the whole time.
Yeah,
your Patchwork, obviously, a lot of people know about it, and we all know about it because it's pretty recognisable now.
Yeah.
You do have quite a lot of people come to you for their work. So where did it all start, and do you regret it?
No, I don't regret it. Actually, so I first did my first patch. So I came out of my apprenticeship in 2018. And around that time, I sucked at colour. Like, I was just bad. I'd like to be better, but I sucked. But like one of my good mates, he asked me to do like a CKY. It's like a band. I don't really know who the band is.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Instantly know what you mean.
So he just wanted like the logo, and it's just like flat colours. And I just weren't confident in doing that. So I was like, how can I like fucking cheat at this? How can I get around this?
Get the tattoo artist cheat code book out.
He's into all the, do you know, like the metal bands, like the battle jackets, is it?
Yeah.
The patches and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, why don't we just do it like that? And in my brain, that was like so much easier than just like solid colour, which makes no sense.
I was going to say, there's more details.
Yeah. Like I never even heard of a patch tattoo at this point. So so I did it, and it took probably took an age, but you know what, it actually came out really, really cool.
So that was how many years ago you did
2018
that?
October.
So that's 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just under 5, something like that.
And in those 5 years, would you be able to estimate how many patch tattoos? Because you've done a lot.
Right? So this is the thing, right? So I actually didn't do any more. I think I might have done like 1 or 2 little ones. For years and years, I didn't want to be a patch tattoo artist. I didn't even know this was a genre. Like, I wanted to be black and grey. Did something from the valleys, like from South Wales. Black and grey is like king. So, actually, years later, I think it was like 2009. Well, it would have been 2020. I was just after I come back from lockdown.
Yeah.
So the same guy's missus asked me to do the chili peppers patch because she'd seen me do one on them. And I was just like, oh shit, I remember these, and it just kind of like,
oh, hello again.
And I was like, oh shit, I want to do more of this. And it's just kind of like snowballed from there, really.
So when you're doing your stencil, when you're making the design for this, is that like all freehand, like sketching every single tiny stitch mark?
So originally it was like, so I'd kind of like get my logo, and I'd, on Procreate or whatever, and I'd be like, oh shit, I need to like draw these little lines in here now. Yeah. But like, now it's just like, I kind of like do it on the skin.
But you freehand it on.
Oh yeah, so I got the basic shape. So say I was doing, I don't know, like the Inkcast logo. I'd get like the basic shape, just the line, and I'd just, when it's on the skin, I'd be like, I'll do this, and it's like, I'll just do this like weird fancy fray here.
The offshooting little phrases and stuff. They look really nice, though, do.
Yeah, like imperfections. I think you haven't got to be too like anal with anything, with the patches.
I think that's the beauty of those patchwork tattoos, is that they are so different than normal tattoos. They're almost like you kind of have to look at it twice and zoom in a little bit. As in, like when you're looking,
you see more every time you look at it. Yeah, it's cool.
Like I said to you before, my favourite one that you've done is the Hellfire Club.
Oh, cheers.
Was that something that you wanted to do, or was it the client said, I know your patchwork, I love this, can you do it?
No, I think I'd put up a post, and somebody asked me for it, and then as soon as I'd done it, I had like tons of people ask, and I think I even put up like a flash sheet, and I did a load. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's fun. I did want to do it because like I was thinking, I could make a thing with this. On like Netflix as a cool short. Yeah. So what was the most recent one? Probably like Wednesday. Yeah. I did put up one, and it's like no takers, but I think I put it up a bit premature before everyone had watched it.
It wasn't fully hyped to that point then.
I can't remember the name of the patch. I couldn't get into the show. Like, I watched like 2 episodes. I wanted to like it, but it was a bit like teenagey for me.
Personally, I think it was all right. I haven't actually watched all of it anyway, because like I kind of, not in a horrible way towards the show, but I kind of like got a little bit bored of it. But that's just me personally. Yeah. Like, it's obviously clearly a good show, because the amount of Wednesday tattoos that are out there.
Oh god, yeah.
But the power of a show.
I'd like to do it. I still like to do that tattoo if anyone wants it.
There you go. Rich is going to do yourself a nice patch tattoo. Patch tattoos is one thing, but obviously you do a bit more than patch tattoos.
Yeah. It's just like black and grey realism, like not mainly, but like it's like 50-50 almost now. Like I seem to do I'll do a week of black and grey, and I'll do a week of patches.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get to do both.
Do you do you schedule that on purpose, or is it just coincidence?
No, it's just as it happens. Yeah, it's just wherever. Yeah.
So how long would it take you to do like a palm-sized patch? How long would that? Is that roughly the same amount?
How long is a piece of string in it?
Oh, okay.
It's it depends on the piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
On average, between 3 to 5 hours for a patch. Yeah. It's all those little tiny needles. And
now, is there a possibility for someone in the future to have a patch sleeve done by Rich?
Yeah, like a quilt.
Yeah, like a duvet.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, could be cool.
That'd be fun. That'd be cool to see if you could do something like wrapping around.
Yeah.
If you could try and do it in that sort of style, because I mean, it's like a piece or something. It's like the battle jacket thing, like you said, a patchwork on here.
Yeah, I've got a couple of clients who I've had numerous pieces on, and got a couple of clients who have had one in particular is it's got all wrappers and things, and it's patches all through it. So it's all hip hop stuff, all black and grey, and it's all patches all through as well. So it's a nice it's a contrast between the two.
Without saying, you can't really answer this without sounding a bit selfless in how you're promoting yourself and your work. But do you think you've kind of encouraged this kind of patchwork a bit? Because I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen many people do it as much as you.
Not so much in the UK. There are other massive artists. There's Duda. He's got 700,000 followers.
Yeah.
But I've had some people some pieces. I put up the Mario piece, and there was some guy in Brazilian. He was I don't know what he said. It was and then I clicked translate. It was broken English, copy Duda. And I was hold on now, innit? Yeah. So I actually done a bit of research, and I may be wrong with this, but I think Duda did his first patch the year after me. I did my first.
Ooh.
So I don't know. Was I the first? I don't know.
I mean,
does it matter?
I think it's hard to say anyone's the first to have done any sort of tattoo because it's not like every tattoo lives on the internet anyway. There's probably someone back in the 70s or 80s that did some sort of patch style or something, but it just never got photographed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mine was just pure coincidence. I was trying to get out of an awkward situation.
And look what happened. Now that's the first thing we're talking about on your podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just different, and it's niche. So.
Yeah, I mean, we've always liked the look of new styles and kind of
It's hard to be original these days.
Yeah,
very hard.
It's everyone sort of wants similar stuff, really. So throwing something out there that no one's ever seen before, first of all, that's hard to do anyway because there's so many people out there doing different stuff. But then there's also doing it well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that we've seen that have tried to do certain things, like the patch tattoos, and you look at it and
I've seen some
it just needs a few more to sort of understand the way the shadow of the bump of the edge of the patch works or anything. So in terms of tattooing patches, you've done them for quite a while, but you've also said black and grey.
Yeah.
Is black and grey where you obviously initially started getting into tattooing for them?
Oh, honestly, you should see my portfolio. So I think my portfolio was just I think it was mainly line work, dot work, black work.
Okay.
I put a couple of realism drawings in there.
Yeah.
I done a bit of research before I put my portfolio. I knew that people didn't want to see a bunch of just one thing. They just wanted to see a bit of everything. So I think it was just from when I was training, some of the artists around me would doing a lot of black and grey. So I just you get influenced by people around you.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you as a canvas, you obviously
as you can see,
you like your black and grey.
I love my black and grey.
We've kind of gone through it already, but for the purpose of people watching, do you want to shout out a few names that have done some of these incredible pieces on you?
So this leg is pretty much Lucy Turner, one of the ladies who trained me. We've got Holly Price Jones, Chloe Black, Lil Nick, Caitlin, Emily Alice on the back. We've got Moni. I've got Egg up on top. Is up here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so quite on my legs.
That's quite an impressive lineup of artists.
Yeah. Oh, and Patrick Mazur did this as well.
So you got a nice kind of background and black on that sort of stuff. I imagine this leg is going to have a bit of work done soon. Yeah.
So next month, I've seen Hot Fuzz.
Yes, of course we have.
Danny from Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Ali Bird.
Has he got the shades on as well?
I don't know. I'm just gonna let. I don't like. I did tell artists I want this, and that's all. I like them to kind of
let them do. Okay, that's fair enough.
I tell you what, Sean Maddy as well. Sorry, Sean. He's done my Gandalf on the back.
Oh shit! I never saw that.
Yeah. Sorry, Sean.
You got your name in there just about.
Yeah.
But we see some portraits out there, and you look at it and you go, "It's good. It's a really nice portrait." But then you see some, and you look and you're like, "That literally is like a photograph of a person."
Yeah, it's mad, it's mental. Some like artists, I find really kind of like bad at taking our own advice, but like the second skins, it's just awesome.
That's your preferred heel, is it?
Just like put it on and leave it alone. Forget about it.
Is that what you sort of recommend to your clients as well? Is that what you give them?
Absolutely, yeah. It's like the less you kind of like stop touching it and just leave it alone.
Sounds good to sort of like, if you recommend to your clients your aftercare process because I've used it and that's what I like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So obviously you've been based in Wales. How long have you actually been tattooing for in general?
So I come out of my apprenticeship in June 2018, June the 6th. And I think I started my apprenticeship 2 years before that. I didn't like touch a machine for a year. It's like proper old school apprenticeship. And then I was kind of like tattooing just anybody would let me tattoo them really, like for about 2 or 3 times a week for a year. Yeah. And then I come out of my apprenticeship.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the learning and stuff is something that you don't fancy doing with someone at the moment? You don't want to like teach somebody, or?
Oh no, I'm not in that position. I'm in. It's like I'm working for somebody else, but maybe in the future I do like. I do enjoy teaching. So, yeah.
I think it's a natural progression, isn't it, to kind of like cascade your training skills onto somebody else?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's loads of people always trying to get into tattooing now, and it's like it's a shame to hear so many people doing it without having proper guidance.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know. And it's like I see some people and I'm like, I almost want to guide them, but it's just like
I can't take this on right now. Yeah. So Wales tattoo scene's pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, so there's so many good artists about. Yeah, it really is. Like we were talking about the convention. I just deserve such like a good convention. Yeah, I wish like Martin and Perry would like open up like the big Welsh convention or something.
A big Wales convention.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think it deserves.
Well, that's it. I mean, you've got like the main cities like the London, Manchester, but now Birmingham as well and stuff. But I think Wales does deserve to have like a big. You know, it's probably going to be. It's probably Cardiff, isn't it? Cardiff.
Yeah, it'd be Cardiff. Yeah. There's so many good venues. Quite central to the UK as well. So along it. So
I mean, even a lot of people from like mainland England or even Scotland or down London, it's not too much of a commitment of a travel for them either. So do you find yourself picking conventions throughout the year based on the location, or do you sort of go, "Oh, I heard good things about this one. I want to go there."
Just genuinely that, to be honest. Yeah.
So you don't really mind about just like traveling all the way up north.
No, I travel loads because I went to one of the first ones I got this year is like Limerick. Like last year, I did Limerick. I did New York. Do you know what I mean? It killed me, but it was fun. I was wrecked. It was very good.
Wrecked as in tired or?
Oh God, yeah. It was,
intoxicated wrecked.
Oh no, like it was probably my least intoxicated time. Yes. What's the time difference? Like 5 hours or something?
Yeah, I think so. On the East Coast.
It was 3 days in a row. And for the first day, I flew in on the day before to set up. So the next day, I was tattooing local time there, 11 p.m. Oh, that would be like 4 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm jet lagged. I was wrecked. It was good though. It was really cool. Did like a 3-day collaboration with Jenna.
3 days.
3-day collaboration. Yeah, the lady was tough.
I don't think I could do that, because I mean, a 2-day sitting, it's like you could probably get through that.
Sick of it.
So the artist says, "Oh, you can get up and have a walk around," and you're like, "Okay." Everything clicks, and then you sit back down. You're like, oh. What's your most recent tattoo? I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, so Emily tattooed me over Christmas. So it was the Blink-182 patch on the back of my knee. Yeah. Still a little bit of white left in it, but it looks wicked though. It's really cool.
That's good, that is.
Yeah, she was a bit nervous doing it.
Why?
I don't know, because she was just like, "Oh, well, you do the patches," and like so we just sat down and I kind of like just talked it through like how I do it. So but yeah, no, it's sick.
You get many people asking about.
I do, yeah. So I've had like a lot of artists ask me like, "Oh, but it's do you use an app to like make your stent?" Like, no, there's no app. I can make it myself.
Yeah. So is Blink-182 like your is that your
favorite band?
Yeah. You mentioned the ticket price. So I almost
Yeah. It's expensive. It's Blink-182 back together. Aren't they?
Yeah. It's like a one-off tour, isn't it? Or are they like doing
I have no idea. So it was a world tour. Like it's sold out in like instantly.
Yeah. Tom Morello's kind of interesting though, isn't he?
With Tom Morello?
Yeah.
What's Tom Morello?
Oh, hang on. I've got the name wrong, haven't I? Who am I thinking of? Name Blink-182. Who's in there?
Tom. Is our second name Morello?
It is, isn't it?
Oh my God.
This is where, could someone Google that?
Yeah, it's probably right.
Who am I thinking of? The one that's got a few kind of like, he's got...
That's Tom DeLonge.
DeLonge.
I'm glad
Tom Morello? Who's that?
I'm glad I'm right.
Who's Tom Morello? He's in the music scene, isn't he?
Tom Morello. Yeah. Isn't that like On the road to Amarillo.
Raids, that's it.
Yeah.
I was close. At least it wasn't completely
I'm glad I didn't just like let that fly then.
You were just like, yeah.
Yeah, Tom
My
Morello.
favourite band,
I know that guy definitely.
Tom DeLonge, yeah.
Tom DeLonge.
He's got a few conspiracy theories and
he's mental.
Yeah, and I presume you've seen
to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Exactly.
Joe Rogan's off mic. He's like, this guy's fucking.
Yeah, I know. He's saying stuff like, I know stuff, but I wouldn't be able to tell you.
He's like, it's dangerous. Yeah.
It's nice to hear that we share that. We share that love for the American comics like Joe Rogan and stuff.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. So years ago, I just had this like stereotype that like Americans aren't funny, but they just are.
There's Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Tom Segura. Bert Kreischer.
Bill Burr.
Dave Chappelle.
Legends.
So
massive.
Good, yeah.
Ari Shaffir as well.
Ari Shaffir is new podcast due. Have you listened to it?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, it's called Jew.
It's called Jew. So it's on YouTube. So I don't know, at the time like I listened to it, it was like 4.6 million views.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. It's really good. So he was like Orthodox Jew. And I used to be Orthodox Jew. And it just kind of tells you all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like what they go through, and it's just mental. But he obviously puts like a comical spin on it.
Yeah, his character on stage is really good, and obviously when they do their shows together and stuff, they've all got a good blend of different characteristics.
Really cool. What's the one? Is it Save the Parks they do? Do you listen to that?
Yeah. I don't listen to it regularly, but I do know about that. Yeah.
I just get fucked up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Joey Diaz is one of my
favorites.
Oh
my god, Joey Diaz. He's so coco, yeah. He's so funny.
It's a shame because people that are listening to this and they're probably thinking, I have no interest.
I know.
I don't know who these people are.
I know, yeah. Like, what the fuck's going on?
What do you listen to podcasts when you're tattooing or anything?
Yeah. I listen to podcasts. I listen to like a couple of different ones.
Or just...
Honestly, it depends on the piece. If it's like fucking hell of a piece, I just put my headphones on and I'll check like a comedy podcast on or like a true crime podcast or something. Yeah, and just get my head down. And then towards the end of the day, then I'll be a bit more sociable.
So is it? Do you like having like a bit of a, not a distraction, but obviously when you're there for a lot of time, you're probably thinking to yourself, you need like a bit of a stimulus or music or whatever. Do you sort of?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Is it something like essential to have like something on in the background, or some people have like a TV on, or?
Oh, we don't have a TV on, but like definitely music. Well, I say that like sometimes like over Halloween, like watching like last Halloween I watched like all the Halloween movies all in one week.
Oh god. God. So you've seen the best and the worst out of all
Halloween
them.
3 is so bad.
Yeah, there's a few that are missable really.
Yeah.
No, I mean in terms of series and stuff, when they're on in the studio, there's a few tattoo studios that they'll just play like a movie, and sometimes you'll start your tattoo like in the middle of the day, and they'll be halfway through like Transformers or something, and it's like, oh okay, and then suddenly, oh I've got this, and they turn over like Judge Judy was on our studio once. I was getting tattooed, and I was thinking, fucking Christ! Was it like listening to like actual like fiction stuff, or is it like based on?
So like I listened to this one Criminal. It's so good. So it's just this. So the host is like Phoebe Judge, and she just talks about like actual crime, and it could be from hundreds of years ago. It could be from like a couple of years ago. But it's just meant like stuff you've like never heard of and things. Cool.
Okay then. So what else did you sort of like wind down then? So obviously you mentioned before family life and stuff, but is there any sort of hobbies outside of the tattoo industry that
I don't know, like honestly, like just regular stuff, just like regular bloke stuff, like football and F1 and stuff, and like I like to do things with my boy, I like soft play and just normal stuff really.
So football, we've got to probably discuss a little bit about that. Yeah. Team
Liverpool.
Liverpool isn't in Wales, Rich. How can you support Liverpool?
I don't know. It's just like I think Liverpool used to be a part of Wales, isn't it? I think so. I don't know. It's just a thing. It's like, so where I'm from, you either like Liverpool or United, or you like Swansea or Cardiff. It's like yeah. I've tried getting into like the Swansea Cardiff thing, but I don't know. It's just like I've been to games and things. It's just I don't know. Hard time. Like.
Did you watch much of the World Cup then? I presume.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Proud of the nation for what they did.
No. no, they were shit. They were shit. It is what it is.
That wasn't me stabbing Wales a little bit.
Yeah,
that was a genuine question.
Only just got over that. No, they were a bit dog shit. But we got the Euros from you. We got in the Euros. I had Germany in the sweepstakes.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
My team was Spain, I believe. Who won out of us? I can't remember now. Someone had Argentina.
Okay, I like Argentina.
Yeah. What a final that was.
It was one of the like one of the best games of football I've watched.
Everyone says
good.
that. It's like one of the single greatest matches that has ever happened in our lifetime.
It was brilliant. And like Mbappe just got like a hat trick and
not even win.
Mental.
Yeah. That'll probably never happen again. Because that is like one hell of a scoreline to lose.
No, it was brilliant.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 32.
32?
32.
And that means you're a couple of years older than me, but obviously you would have probably been in that Pro Evo phase as well, wouldn't you?
Pro Evo, where like all the buttons are wrong.
yeah. Or you had to change all of them back to the FIFA buttons or something.
Yeah.
I think the reason why your patchwork has probably been so prominent in my head to talk to you about it is because you do so much of it on social.
Yeah.
Do you think that if someone hasn't got like a social kind of like channel towards, their portfolio or whatever, it's hard for them to get their style out there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like there's other things I'd like to do. Like I've got loads of designs and things. Quite bad at like putting them out. You just kind of do. I think like you kind of book in whatever you put out on your socials and things. So I think if you want to do something, like if there was an artist who wanted to do patches, for instance, and they weren't putting on their socials, they're not gonna book it, are they? So.
Yeah. If you get someone walking into the studio and just say, "Rich, I want you to tattoo me. Do whatever you want." What's like your initial? Are you always
I tell them to go and fuck off. Like, I hate that. Just like give me a brief, like a rough brief.
Yeah.
I'll tattoo a big fat cock on the nose.
What about if it's like at a convention or something, and someone says, I'll be your 2-day canvas or something? What's automatically going through your head and what you're thinking about, or is it hard? Like, do you need some sort of? You have to have some sort of.
No, definitely. Like I've got like my own like personal work and things. I'd be like, do you like this? Do you like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you sort of like think about what I haven't done in the past on that before? That could be.
Yeah. But the thing is, like there's things like I want to do. Like I'd love to incorporate. Like Richie Price. Like there's called the realism, but like incorporate some colour and shit into patterns. I'd like to have more of that, but like definitely wouldn't do it at a convention. Not for, like first off anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Mind you, that like could jumped in the deep end.
How many are you pretty experienced with your convention life now then?
I try to like do quite a few. So the day I come out of my apprenticeship, so basically like I was in my apprenticeship and the guys were like, "Oh, do you want to work at Newport Tattoo Convention with us?" Yeah. And in my brain I was like, "Oh, I thought you had to be like, like a qualified artist." And they were like, "Oh well, this will be the day that you come out." So it was just like, so not only am I coming out my apprenticeship as fresh enough, but now I have to like do a convention.
You are a tattoo artist now.
Yeah, doing a convention where people are coming to like watch you. But yeah,
was it nerve-wracking?
That was really nerve-wracking. I won like second place black and grey as well. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
But it was just during the COVID day, I was like,
oh okay.
So, it was mental. It was a good experience, but like kind of like set the bar then and just put pressure on me to kind of.
It's not like shit. I can get first, and then I've got to keep hitting first place all the time.
Yeah. I think Patrick Missouri. He had first.
Yeah, his black and grey is crazy.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Because he doesn't do small pieces at shows.
No, massive. Yeah, I love his surreal stuff. It's really cool. There's artists who kind of like are not so much like in the scene as well. Like the people who like don't really know about, like brilliant artists, like especially black and grey.
Yeah, that's what I always think. Like in terms of tattooists that are well known and stuff, is like it can always depend on just where you're based, like location wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instagram's brilliant, but if Instagram dead tomorrow.
Yeah, it just goes off word of mouth and things then.
Yeah.
And then it becomes more like a localized thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So in terms of my books are open and stuff, is it straight to Instagram with that, or do you?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like my
previous client messages or.
So
like
I've got like this WhatsApp group where I kind of like write in. I say like, so it's just like ongoing customers. I say like, my books are open in this date. You love priority. I want to book in after that.
So you actually have like a group chat of your clients.
I do. I like recommend it to anyone. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Express all good.
Yeah.
But like no, so say no for a cancellation or anything. I chuck in there first, and like instantly it'll be snapped up. It's wicked. It's really cool.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I personally have never heard anyone do that.
Yeah.
But that is a fantastic idea, to be honest. Do you prefer what is your ideal long kind of like?
Honestly, like I'm in a bit of a sweet spot a minute, so I'm doing like a lot of large scale work, which is great. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But then like it is where it is, standalone pieces. It's nice. It kind of like keeps things a bit fresh,
Have you ever thought about venturing off into doing a completely different type of genre, like neo-trad or some new school?
I do actually really like neo-trad stuff. Not new school. I hate new school. Like I appreciate it. I think like the guy who taught me to like push it on me in a bit in the beginning. I didn't like it very much. I just didn't get it. It's just a bit strange. Yeah, Neotrad definitely really like it. I know Neotrad's kind of realism in a way, but like I like to incorporate like my realism with that, and I have been like playing about with some stuff. You know?
So what about you grey wash then? Are you stuck with a particular set of inks, or do you sort of mix it around with brands and wash sets
so
and stuff?
Mainly the last 4 years I've been using like World Famous, but I've recently like gone over to Electrum. Yeah, love them. Pretty cool.
Electrum grey wash.
Yeah, really enjoying them.
So what is it? What's caused that change? Is it because
just fancy the change? Just fancy the change, and seen like for like Sean Newman and all that, and you know, was pushing that sort of thing. I'll try it, give it a go. Yeah, really enjoy it.
Is that how you sort of like say if there's new products and brands and all that kind of stuff?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just like, you know, monkey see, monkey do. I'm just like, oh, this looks
monkey see, monkey do.
This looks cool, you know. I'll have a go with that. If I see an artist who's like putting out some cool shit that I appreciate,
you want to see what they're
like, oh yeah, obviously it's like they're doing the art. It's not like necessarily.
Yeah.
Stuff. But it's like, you know, if they say it's good, then.
What are you running for machines and stuff at the moment? Then any favourites?
I pretty much I use the 3 ones. I won't lie, I don't use the liner as much because it's just not what I need. I did get the liner originally for the patches, but I think the 5-stroke is just it's a little bit too punchy maybe.
Right.
But it is great though. I mean, if I'm doing like large pieces, especially on like Oakwood or something, it's great. But pretty much just the shader and the packer. Packer is insane. It's so good.
Ever jump back to a coil?
No.
I
actually learned on coils. I must have been like the last ever person.
Really?
I'm not joking. But like, I learned on coils. And the second I moved over to rotary, my work just got so much better.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that still have the coil in the drawer on backup and
it
stuff.
Looks cool. So. Like, it looks cool on the wall, but that's about it for me.
It looks cool, but that's about it,
Yeah. The thing is, right, coils are amazing, but like, I think if you were an artist working for like 10, 20 years and you only had coils, you know you're gonna know how to like tune them perfectly and all this and all that.
Yeah.
But because
like the downward force of it.
Like I kind of got taught it a little bit in the beginning, but like, you know, I wasn't living that day in day out. So you know, if something went awry, I'd have to like ask somebody else to sort it out.
Is there anything in the industry that you could see like changing drastically in the next couple of years? Like
I don't like AI is like big at the minute.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's really big. Like people on this side, people on that side, but
where do you sort of sit on that?
Yeah, I don't think you should like rely too heavily on it, and I think like at the minute it's great, but it's not fantastic. It's good. It's good as a kind of like to get some ideas and things. So you type
so for inspiration and that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like stuff that it puts out for me, a lot of it I can't use. Like I've used it like almost quite directly a couple of times, but it was like a chimpanzee or like an elephant or something like that. Yeah. But like a lot of the stuff is bad. Like I won't just like type in like chimpanzee. Like I'll do it loads and I'll tweak it. Yeah. Sometimes the chimpanzee's got like 3 years or 4 years or it's not great. Like
you put something recently on your story and you said like this is great but it needs a bit of work, and then there was like
an elephant. Yeah, it was like an elephant. It looked like a fucking bumhole. Yeah. You can kind of like use a bit of it and like chop and change it up as you would with as people do anyway.
What is your sort of like so you mentioned a bit about the patch and stuff like that, but how do you sort of what's your prep like for, so say if I'm your client, I've come in and said I want a portrait of 50 Cent for example, blah blah blah.
Is this one of the last ones I did?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect then.
Yeah,
what's your prep then? Is it all on the pad or?
Oh yeah, pretty much like 100%. So I'll just have a look at like all the references and I'll like save like 5, and then I'll like same with them with like any background work or anything like that with it, and I'll just kind of like I'll see like what works best with each other, and then just like stitch it all together, draw bits in or do whatever I need to do.
Does it very much depend on where it's going to go on the body first?
Of course, yeah.
So say if I wanted it like back of the leg there, what's your sort of
well, you just kind of do it to the shape, you know. So like, you know, and it just needs to flow with the body. So
change your like stage of shade a lot, because there's obviously lights, mediums, darks and stuff. Have you kept that consistent all the time, or?
Yeah. I think like some of the world famous sets is like maybe a little bit too many steps for me. So like it's kind of like dark, medium, and light. I think you should have like the piece should have like a good consistency of all like 3 of those. You know, it shouldn't be like too much of one, too much of the other. It needs to be readable. Like
do you dilute anything yourself?
I mean, sometimes. So with the Electrum, I like to dilute the light. I just like it a little tiny bit lighter. But, apart from that, not really. Sometimes I like to mix in some of the opaics with the grey wash. It's quite cool.
But like some nice like background or something.
Not necessarily. Like some pieces, like I've done like some actual pieces. Like it just creates this like milkiness. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do some more portraits with just the opaics.
I was about to say, have you done like full opaque stuff?
Not like full, but like mixed in with black and grey. Thing is, it's like you don't want to be practicing too much on like clients, you know.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's hard work. It is getting on that time to like do a bit of practice with maybe only friends and things, but
yeah, I was going to say, how do you even?
Because it's an expectation, you know. To like, you know.
I've got to say, I've noticed the face tattoo. Obviously, is there anything extra going to go on here, or
maybe I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. Like I do like the idea. I'll just chuck anything on there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you how do you sort of feel about face tattoos and hand tattoos for clients and stuff? Is it
on it's still a little bit. Like say, I did have a bit of a traditional apprenticeship. I wouldn't just like if like a 18-year-old lad come in and he's like, I want a rose on my hand, and he did everything else. I just politely tell him to go and fuck off. But like,
you push him to sort of say, look, have something here or there or something else. Or
absolutely.
Yeah. Do you reckon there's a lot of young kids that just see the pop culture references to tattoos
like
and go
mumble rappers and all that shit? Yeah, like jumper tattoos.
Yeah.
And they still have like the throat.
Yeah, I've always seen that meme.
And then they take it off, and then it's
an old school tattoo is in the summer. Yeah, he's wearing like a hoodie, and then he takes it off. Tattoos everywhere.
Yeah, it's not cool.
And then
I have got other tattoos, by the way. It's not just.
Yeah, you're one of those people.
Yeah, just one of those people. Just stick my hand tattoo.
Yeah.
And I have got plans. Like I want to get my hand done soon, and my throat and things.
Yeah. Who's on that one?
Han Solo.
Yeah, who was that?
Henri's.
Really nice that is. How were the knuckles?
Like disgusting.
Sucked.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Bad heel as well, was it? Well, not a bad heel, but like, was it horrible?
I know, it looks alright. To say fucking hell. No, it was alright. No, it was so I had it done, and then like a day or two later, I went for a guest spot, and it was really hot, and I was wearing gloves, and I went all puffy. I tell you what, and then 2 days into a 3-day guest spot, we went into lockdown for the first time.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
God, yeah. So that's like my lockdown.
You've got nothing on your neck, so I thought that would have been your next
one. No, it is going to be one of my next ones, but I am scared.
As in, like, it's going to fucking hurt,
fucking wreck.
Yeah.
I hate tattooing necks.
You hate tattooing the necks?
I hate them. Yeah,
I've always thought, like, on the Adam's apple, that is going to be so. How the hell do you manage to do it? Because like, there's some people out there that you see a big, massive stencil up here, and you're like,
just move it out of the way.
Yeah, because what about if someone's like, "So you want to go?" Yeah, and then it all starts moving and stuff. You know,
start to shut up.
Put the mask over their face or something. Is there anyone that you sort of like, get massive inspiration from? Obviously, like back in the day when you were learning, you obviously had like people you aspired to be. But is there anyone like as of right now that you look at and go, "Shit, I'd love to work with him or her"? Or
yeah, there's loads and loads of people like I love, like Sneaky Mitch and just like Nico Tardo and fucking like Benjamin Locust, like one of my favorites. Just people like that, like not necessarily like people who do like my sort of style, but it's just amazing. Just very inspirational,
You still like at any point find yourself looking through like video tutorials and just seeing?
I do. I'd like to do some seminars as well. Yeah, especially on color. Like I'd like to do color. Like when I was in university, I did like a lot of like oil paintings, and they were all color. Like I really like color, but I think it's just because like in the early days, I was learning from people who do a lot of black and grey. So maybe I just went in that direction. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So I would like to learn. I would like to learn color. I did like a color realism piece like last year. Like it was just like a Mandalorian, and it came up pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'd like to do some more stuff like that. So it's just like, I don't know. I think like a client sees the black and grey work and expects your colour work to be the same, and I want to be fair. Like I want to put out the same work, so it's a bit hard.
Yeah. You mentioned just then about the artwork and stuff. University, was it?
Yeah.
What was it? Was that an actual like art?
Yeah, it's
course?
it's like a fine art degree.
Yeah. Would you say then if someone said like, if say they're 15, 16, 17 and they're like, I want to do tattooing for a living, I understand that you don't do it straight away, I'm mature. Well, how's the best?
Just fucking draw. Like not even just draw.
So
like
not
paint,
necessarily look at courses
fucking sculptures and shit. Just art.
Paper, pencil,
Yeah,
sketch,
whatever.
straight
It doesn't
through.
matter like the medium. Just like be as creative as possible. And then like when you're old enough or whatever, just you hit the studios, go and like talk to artists.
Yeah.
Like maybe like I say get tattooed, but like if you're like 16, getting tattooed, but like yeah, just like surround yourself by it. You got to work hard. Like it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's it's beneficial as well.
Is there like anything in particular that they like someone could really, really focus on in terms of? I know you say just like draw everything and stuff, but like, is there something like drawing particular portraits or shapes, or is there anything in particular like a particular shading method, or is it literally just
like,
try and do all
just
of
try
it?
everything. Yeah, because like I was saying, like with my portfolio, as in like my physical like drawings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing like what I'm doing now. It's just like a bit of everything. So like you'll kind of when you're tattooing, you'll kind of like learn what you like and what you don't like. Because like when you're actually tattooing, you kind of like only then you like actually it's your life. Like you're in it 24/7, and then you start to see like other artists you never know existed, and then you'll be inspired by this or that, and you kind of like change. Like my style is changing like slowly over the years. Everyone's does. So just art.
So if you're little and said in many, many, many years' time, Dad, I want to do the tattooing just like you.
So if my son become like a teacher or like a doctor, I'd be very disappointed.
How dare you go and help people and
I know,
make shape the education?
We help people.
You do. You're therapists.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah.
You are therapists. Yeah. Like even saying in a jokey way, in a serious way, like there's a lot of people out there that suddenly. I mean, it's a personal service, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You're this close with someone for like
it can like
6-7 hours.
You can like sometimes I like go home and it's like
you can't kind of
you
like
take on other people's energy.
Yes.
Yeah. But again, that can be good and a bad thing as well. So.
Yeah, I suppose really when you've got like your loyal clients that you see all the time. And stuff,
it's great. Yeah, it's like seeing mates.
Like such a nice relationship with someone who's doing quite an amazing kind of service, really, because it is like a life-changing image that you're having. So I think having that kind of personal touch with clients and the artist as a client is really nice, really.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Do you think that there's ever going to be like a resurgence for tribal?
Of course, I've heard. There's rumours that it's coming back.
Oh. Have you done any tribal recently?
You've been sold all. I tried to get in the tribal. Is it the Panthera tribal?
Yeah.
I couldn't get any. It's all sold out. So.
Oh, we got some here, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well,
how recent did you check?
2 days ago.
Oh, okay. It got stocked up yesterday.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's probably why. No, I heard it's coming back. So I also, when I was 14, massive tribal.
14?
Yes, I know. It was an actual tattoo studio as well. Like parents' consent and all that bollocks.
Oh, really?
Well, no, because it was wrong. But like, yeah. So
parent
I went in.
Consent. Yeah, go on.
I went in and it was like
done.
It was a proper old school tattooist. So you had all the designs on the wall, and I wanted tribal, and there was 2 choices. So you had your Robbie Williams. Or your fucking Dust Till Dawn.
Oh no.
I went for the Robbie. The Dust Till Dawn, it was like fucking up my neck all the way down here,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I recently had that. I had like laser. I had about I think it was like 7 or 9 sessions laser.
7 or 9 sessions.
And I was like covered up with a big, like Xenomorph from Alien.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Nice. How did you find the laser experience then? Because obviously it's something I'm probably going to look to do this or next year.
Honestly,
anyway.
Right, there's like this cliche. Oh, it's more than tattooing. I disagree, but it's not a bad area. So it's a bit like have you been like splashed with oil?
Oh yeah,
it's a bit like that.
Something in a hot pan. Like,
yeah. It's not pleasant, but it's not terrible.
How big, like, because tribal I've got is pretty much like.
So it started here.
Yeah.
Started here, and it kind of like
right up to your shoulder up there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much exactly.
I'm sure you
the
can
same
like find it like.
Yeah.
Here's it popped up on the thing.
So, in terms of you saying 7 odd sessions or so, is it a case of you go to your studio, the laser technician has a look at it, it goes quite dark pigment, I'm probably going to need to blast that 2 or 3 times to then have a better understanding of how many more sessions
I think you go in and like, I think it works, I might be completely wrong with this, but I think it like works on depth, so it kind of like, it doesn't just like blast all the ink, I think you like hit the ink from this level, and then the next time it'll be like a little bit lower.
Right.
So it starts off quite light, and then like as it gets more faded, it just like you go like I think you just turn it up a little bit. I don't fucking know.
So what was the healing like for you then?
It was okay. So it blisters. It does. So So imagine like I've got like a bubble tribal. So all my tribal is just one big fucking nasty bubble. And this one time, right, I was in kickboxing, and
oh no,
I know. So like I was sparring with a mate, and he kicks me, and then I look at his leg, and there's like fucking roadkill up his leg. There's like bits of like fucking skin, and it's wet, and there's like bits of red and shit. And I was like, "Oh, Mike," I was like, "What's going on with your leg?" And he's like,
"It's part of you."
He's like, "Ugh." I'm like, "What the fuck is?" I was like confused, and then I clicked, and my arm is just
suddenly it starts to hurt a little bit.
And you're it kind of like hit me. So I had to get a little bit of scarring from that, but that's completely not my fault.
Yeah. So basically, don't do kickboxing when you've had laser.
That's not immediately, like the day of.
You ever touch on any black work or line work and stuff? Because I know you mentioned when you first started, you did all sorts.
I've done a bit of everything. You know, sometimes I might do the odd like little girly piece and things. It's nice. I enjoy it. Do you know, I used to hate it. So when I was first tattooing, you know, somebody come in and like, I want like this little name, I would be shit in my pants. There's like no room to hide in that sort of things. Yeah. But like somebody come in and they like fucking want an Amy Winehouse portrait or something. I'll be like,
yeah. Because you can always manipulate it along the way and stuff.
You've got to make it look like Amy Winehouse. So maybe Amy Winehouse after a sesh, like
you know, Amy post sesh. Yeah, can I get a tattoo of Amy Winehouse post sesh?
Post sesh.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's my specialty.
Is that like your preferred thing then? Portrait realism or anything like that? That's
just realism stuff. Like I love portraits and I don't know, maybe like starting to move out of it a little bit, but just general realism. Do you mean like doing animals and things, especially like the more exotic stuff? Roses, I got about 7 roses on me. So I don't know why I look at my hand, but yeah, like there's a time and a place in it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, you've got a fantastic black and grey canvas.
Yeah, thank you.
And you got a good portfolio. The stitch work, obviously, really cool. And obviously, it's nice to talk to you about that sort of stuff. Any any conventions or anything that you got planned this year that you want to tell everyone about?
Yeah, I'll be at Brighton. That's like in 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
That's wicked. It'll be my first time there. It's like I'm really excited.
Oh, sweet.
Wicked show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Big London, Big North, Limerick, UK, TT. Hey, said it right.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I want to try and do Halloween Bash again this year. Yeah. I did the year before last. It was really fun. Like they do like a sick fancy dress party afterwards.
Yeah,
I wanted to do it.
Our first year doing it was last year, and we all dressed up as Mike Myers.
Oh, I did see. Yeah. I wanted to do it last year, but it was on the same weekend as New York. So.
Oh, okay.
So,
cool. Well, Rich, thank you very much for having a chat with me today.
No problem at all.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Cheers, mate.
And we will see you at the shows and probably speak to you a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I hope everybody understood me. I hope you've got good
subtitles. All the Welsh are fine, but so everyone else are probably thinking, oh, what's he just said now? Oh, we'll just read the subtitles.
Yeah, just have some subtitles.
No, but Rich, thank you very much.
Thank you.